extreme because we're about to do extreme abs. So I want to make sure that you've got a soft place to lay. You can either be on a carpet or on a mat. I want you to take your hands shoulder width apart, your knees the same distance apart as your hands. And we start by rounding the back up for 4 counts and hold at the top and then down for 4 counts and press your ribs toward the floor. Now as you do that, feel your abdominal muscles contract because this is how we start to warm up your whole core. We are going to define your midsection, your abs, your back, your obliques, all of it. Down nice and slow.
Yeah.
Does that feel good, you guys?
Yeah.
Now up 2 and down 2. Now Giovanna's going to show us how to modify everything. So if you're kind of new to the program, or if abs are your weak area, keep an eye on her. Up 2, squeeze, and down 2. One more time. Up 2, and down 2. Good. Let's swing it all the way around. Your legs out in front of you, hands behind your head, and I want you to keep your fist or your chin about a fist distance away from your chest as we come up for 4 counts. Good. Now keep your chin up and down for 4 counts. Here's what's most important. Don't worry about what your head's doing. Really think about bringing your rib cage toward your hip bone. All right? Because how high you lift your shoulder it's truly irrelevant. It is how tight you can make this contraction. Down slow for 4 counts. Good. Do that again for me. Slow on the 4 count up. At the top, squeeze it, hold it, make everything tight. And back slow. Are you grimacing? You should not be smiling right now. You should be squeezing. Down super slow. Woo! Okay, guys, we're going to go up quick and hold. Up and back slow. Good. Do that again. Up, back slow. Nice job. Do it again. Up, back slow. One more time. Guess what we're going to do next?
A little clap.
A little clap. Right. Here we go. Ready? Up, clap, clap, and back. So I'm clapping above my knee and then under the knee. Got it?
Got
Up, high, low, and down. Do it again. Up, high, low. Oh, perfect. Look what Giovanna's doing. So you're just going to clap in front. And like I said earlier, it's not about how high she's lifting her shoulders, but how close we can get that rib cage to the hip bone. So just contract. Beautiful, girlfriend. That's so nice. Do it again. Up, real tight, here to here. Awesome. Go again. Up. How we doing, Chrissy?
We're doing great.
Awesome. Let's go. Up quick. Clap high, clap low. Good. Do it again. You know what this does by clapping? Very scientific. It just takes your mind off of the fact that the abs are burning. Give me another set. Let's go. Up. Clap, clap, and back. One more time. Up. All right, guys. We're going to tap this leg to the side. Keep your feet down. Tap. Good. And tap. I want you to swivel your shoulders. Bring your hand to touch the ankle or the calf as low as you can reach. Lift your shoulders up off the ground. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to tap the opposite foot. Tap the sole of your foot. We call that sole tap, or affectionately known as the soul tap.
Right on, right
4. You got it? 3.
Got it.
Shoulder across your body. 2. Okay, now tap the opposite leg. I want you to lift and bend. Can I get you to lift your shoulders up off the mat, off the floor, wherever it is you're working? I want you to barely feel your shoulders touching the floor. Good. Squeeze. Feel the obliques. Rib cage toward the hip. Soul tap. Let's go. Tap. Good. One hand stays behind your head at all times. That's the support for your neck. Good. Lifting the opposite shoulder. If you need to take a break, take one, but make it a short one and come back and join us right away. Now, 4 crosses all the way up. Crosses for 4 and hold. Back for 4 crosses and hold with hands behind your head. 4 crosses up. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now back slow. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Do it again. This time I want you guys to tap the elbows. But Giovanna, there you go. Perfect. You know it. Just rest on your hands. And you feel that, right, when you do that? Okay, come up again. 1. Now look, she's just going to put her hands on the ground, but she's still at 45-degree angles. And not so much weight this time in your hands. Really use more of your abs. So we go up for 4. So barely use your hands. That's perfect. That's nice. All right, do it again for me. This time we're going to add the knees. Up, 2, 3, 4, elbow, elbow back. Come on, Skip, lift those knees. Up.
We got it.
Up, yeah. Up, 2, 3, 4, elbow, elbow back. Knees. Let's go. We almost there, people?
Oh, yeah.
Is it burning? Is it burning?
Burning.
Good. Okay, into a crisscross. Right knee up. In. Hands behind your head. Good. Now, can you relax your neck for me? All right, bring your chin a little closer to your chest. Relax your head and shoulders. And lead with the shoulder, not your elbow. So look at this is incorrect. Can you see me? Hey, Alan, can you get a shot of me for a second here? Yeah, so see, this is what most people do with the elbow. And I want you to lead with the shoulder. Now go single, single, double. Hold the last one. Hold it. Good. Single, single, and hold. Last one. You said it, Skip. He said this is extreme, and it is. One more time. 1, 2, and hold it. Now take both legs up to the sky. Hands out to the side, moving on the clockwork. So let's move the shoulders down away from the ears. Now engage your abdominals, pulling the back to lightly press against the mat. I need you to maintain that light pressure against the mat through our whole rotation. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's start by going clockwise. Now this is a little bit of an experiment for you because you want to figure out how low are you able to take your legs and still maintain that light contact against the mat. So, for example, if I try to go a little bit lower, yeah, that's really challenging for the abs. I'm really having to concentrate and focus to keep my lower back pressed lightly against the mat. This is your third rep around. Okay, focus, 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 especially when the legs are long. This is our fourth one. Slow, abs in tight, legs as low as you can get them. All the way up at the top, and we're going to reverse that circle. Slowly. Now, you want to modify this? This is a great example. Look at Giovanna. She's keeping her lower back down, and the whole time really engaging the abs. Now, Giovanna, in order to make this a little tougher the next time, take your knees further away from you. Do you feel how much more challenging that is? She says, oh. Yeah. And now, let's say 3 weeks from now, you've really got some strong abs. You would straighten your legs out just a little. Straighten them out just a little. Is that majorly tougher?
Yes.
All right, that's your last one, guys. So rest. Take your legs all the way up into the sky. All the way up. Good. Now lower the legs to about 45 degrees, and we're going to cross the ankles. Watch. Cross, cross. Good. You want to make it a little bit tougher? Bring your hands behind your head and do a little crunch at the same time. Good. Now, anytime I start an exercise and you begin in the advanced version, you're like, oh, I cannot hang. Well, then move into the modification if and when it gets really too tough and you feel like your form is starting to fail. We've got 4 left. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Now into the swim. Touch your ankles. Touch. Push the hat off the top of your head. So swim, tuck, and then push off the top of your head. Swim, tuck. Same rule applies. If your back is arching up, you're taking your legs too low. How do you modify it? Look at Giovanna. She's going to keep her hands behind her head and her knees slightly bent. Another modification. Take your legs a little higher. Chrissy, take your legs a little higher up to the sky. Yeah, because the lower you take your legs, the harder it is. Last 2. Here we go. 1. Last 1. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Tuck and extend. Here we go. Tuck, pull in, and push. Here we go. Tuck and push. Slow it down. Let's go. Tuck and push. One more. Tuck and push. Now go hands behind your knees. Roll all the way up and lean back to 45 degrees. Now keep your hands behind the knees to modify. Otherwise, here's the advance. It's right leg and left leg. Are your abs in tight? Are you leaning back to 45 degrees? If you sit all the way up here, you're not feeling anything in your abs, and I know it and you know it. So lean back to where you feel it. Lift. Okay, now super advanced. Who's going to do it with me?
I'll do it with you.
Both legs. Come on, Skip. Join me.
Here we go.
Come on, baby. Yeah. Hold it. Down. Now training camp. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Now you're starting off in that advanced position. Don't put much pressure on your elbows. The stronger you get, the less time I want you to rest on each elbow. 4, 3, 2. Now hands behind your knees. Roll back slow. Smile, Chrissy. There you go, girlfriend, because I know you're loving it. Okay, let's go. 8 counts up. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you take your arms out. Now keep your arms out. Scoop the abs in and roll back super slow. Slow is good. No momentum. Here we go. Up slow. 8, 7, 6. Dig your heels in or walk your hands up your thighs. Walk your hands up your thighs. Good. Bring it down slow. 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 Abs in tight. Scoop the abs. Woo! Hello. Okay, roll it all the way up, guys. Side plank. Just when you couldn't handle another rep, right? Abs are burning. Get into side plank. Now to modify this, Giovanna, show us how. She's on the side of the knee. You're pushing the floor away. Abs are tight. Your hips, shoulders, and ankles all in one line. Now slowly lower the hips. And as you lift up, I want you to squeeze the obliques. Keep the abs nice and tight. This is some serious core work, which means you've got to keep your hips tight, your abs tight, and your back tight. Can we pick up the pace a little bit? Here we go. Down, 2, and up 2. Now I want you to think less about the arm and more about the abs. You're using the arm to push the floor away. You're using the abs to lift the torso. Down. Good. Now flip it over into plank, which is like a push-up position. But to modify this, you can go to your knees like Giovanna's showing us. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right, lift that leg. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now the key here is to keep your hips level. So make sure you do a little check of yourself. If you've got a reflection, that's a great way to look and see if your hips are up too high or if you're letting your hips sag. Because the idea is that we're squeezing the core. We're keeping the abs tight, the booty tight, the hips tight. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right, moving down into child's pose. So you lower to the knees, rock all the way back onto the hips, little break for your arms. And anytime you need to, you can move into child's pose as a rest for your upper body. Swivel around. We're going the other direction.
Let's do this.
All right, guys, first a side plank. Here we go. Lower the hips. Down. Good. Now up nice and slow. Lift. Using the abs. Contract the obliques. Do it again slow. Down. 2, 3, and 4. Come up strong. Push that floor away. Awesome. A little quicker now. Down. 2. Now, if you start on your arm in side plank, as I'm showing you, and you find I can just barely finish this, then go ahead and move to the side of the knee as Giovanna's showing us how to modify. Down 2. Flip it over into plank. Now, where are your hips? This would be too high. This would be too low. I need you right in the middle like you're doing a push-up. Here we go. Lift those legs. And you don't have to lift up very high. In fact, if you feel your upper body is moving at all, then I want you to keep the leg a little lower. Because this is really about stabilizing your core. Keeping the abs in tight, arms strong, squeezing the glutes, thighs sealed together, abs tight. Come on. 2 more, please. Last one. Okay, go into child's pose and grab your towel on the way. Because we're going to use this as extra cushion for this next exercise. You're going to get it ready, so put it right about where your knees are, and we're going to use that in just a few seconds to give you extra cushion at the hips. For now, I want you guys to push back up into plank for me. And this exercise is all about oblique strength. So we're going to bring the elbow, not yet, bring the knee toward the elbow. You ready?
Ready.
Begin. Up and back. Up and back. Keep going. Keep going. This is great. So Tony's doing a fantastic job of keeping the hips lifted. Can you show me what it would look like if you dropped your hips down each time? That would be incorrect. So we're keeping the hips lifted. Hold them up. Perfect. Last set. Last one. Beautiful. Now lower down onto your elbows, but don't break yet. Go down the elbows. Good. Now this is a hover. We're going to hold this. How long can you hold it? What are you made of? How strong are you? Abs in tight. Think about something right now that gives you inspiration. Think about something that gives you power. Squeeze the glutes. You know what I do? I think about someone else I know who's going through something tough mentally, and then I use them as my inspiration and say, I can do this. This is making me strong physically. And hold it. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, slowly lower down. You've got that little bit of extra cushion there underneath the pelvis. Now bring your hands right underneath your face. We're going to start by just lifting the legs one at a time. Here we go. Lift and lift. Now a couple of things I want you to start thinking about. Your abdominal muscles. Pull the abdominal wall in tight. Good. And lift. Now be careful that you're not pushing your stomach into the floor. And you're breathing out, but the abs are held in tight. Now the opposite arm as that leg lifts. Up. Up. good. Now, notice that my head is moving in alignment with my shoulders and my back. Breathing out, right? You guys breathing? Okay. Excellent. Now, hands down, and we're just going to lift the legs. And you don't have to lift up very high. Up, 2, and down 2. This has a lot to do with back flexibility. So for me, in order to get a good contraction, I lift up pretty high. But you might only lift up a couple of inches, maybe even a couple of centimeters, and you can already feel the erector spinae muscles, those back muscles engaging. This is the reverse of a crunch. And without making your back strong, we can't really fully make the abs reach their full potential. That's why we call this core training, working the abs and the back. Last set. Okay, guys, hold the feet down. Now, lift the arms out in front of you and contract the back muscles, lifting your arms as high as you can. Now, I'm framing my ears with my arms. My head is in alignment with my spine. We're going to hold this. Now, can you hold this and breathe? Take a couple of deep breaths. Keep your abs in tight, though, while you're breathing. Do you feel this?
Yeah.
Do you feel this?
Yeah.
Come on, nice and tight. Hold, hold, hold. Release. Wow. Push all the way back into child's pose. And your back is going to say, thank you so much. I needed that stretch. Oh, my goodness. That's the way you train your abs. It's extreme, but it's extremely effective. You're working your abs, your back, your core, everything all at once. You guys did a fantastic job. You did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow.